And hello, my friends. Welcome back to the bench. And today we're going to be testing the Iwata Baby Series spray gun. Basically a baby spray gun. You see these two boxes because the cup actually came in a separate box. These are for laying down a lot of paint in a short amount of time, but yet still close to being an airbrush. And we'll go over that in a second. Here's the model. RG-3L-2, and I'm doing this because these are currently $153 on Amazon. Link below if you don't even want to finish the video, because these things sell for about $300 to $400. Really kind of hard to come by too, but whoever's got these in, man, they got them in at a great price, and I jumped on it because I wanted one for a while. But $300 to $400. Yeah, I would have bought it, for myself, but I like to test stuff for you guys, and I don't like to put stuff that's way over the top. I'm sure some guys out there will still spend the money. I would only spend the money for the channel, and in that part, it's for you guys to decide if you want to go out and purchase. But at $153, this is a wonderful spray gun, airbrush, whatever you want to call it. It is a spray gun, but it's going to act as a airbrush. I'll show you in a second. Let's go ahead and show you. Hold on, guys. All right. Here we go. Put that back up. Here we are. It uses the same body, I'm guessing, as some of their they make actual spray guns for painting cars, and whatnot. So, and you've seen the spray guns. They have dual chambers here where you adjust, full adjustments. But this is designed really just to take air straight in, adjust the back like you would any other airbrush. Pull back as an airbrush. And you adjust the flow from the front. And I'll show you that in a second. It's kind of tricky to get it down, but once you get it down, it's awesome. You lock it in with this cap here, and it stays right where you want it. And I have it right where I want it, but I'm going to have to show you guys. I'll show you how it's adjusted. But that's it, because it runs on 30 PSI, between 28 and 50 and 60, I think they recommend. You're going to need a bigger compressor for that. I ran this on my Fortress. Hold on, guys. We're going to go for a little ride here. All right. I ran it on the Fortress right off the bat, because it runs at a CFM. It has that constant pressure that you need, but I'm thinking it only runs on 30 PSI. So I hooked it up to the Tootie here and the TimberTech, the one I just did the review for. That's in the other room there, the waterfall spray booth. And it worked. It worked with this. So it does act just like an airbrush. So I really am encouraged to show you guys this thing now, because you don't need anything giant like this, even though this probably even costs the same price as this. Cost-wise, it's no big deal. I run both. But yeah, we're going to use the smaller compressor to show you guys you can use that. So let's get back to the bench and go over a few more things. All right, I'll lock you in here. Let's check out the cup. All right, let's put that back up. And there it is. Now, you can, nice cap on it here. You can really hold a lot of paint if you want to. You can prime all your kits at once here. Yeah, that's it. It's side fed, but it's only on the right-hand side, so you don't have a choice there. It's got this wing nut here. Let's put that on. I'm trying to do this one-handed so you guys can see it going on here. There we go. Almost got it. Yeah, so look at that. That you can tell it is made for touch-up on a car. I don't think I would paint a whole car with this, but it's great for touch-ups. And because it's great for touch-ups on a car, we can do smaller projects like what we do here. We build models. All right, so there it is. You can adjust it depending on if you want to be pointing up, you just tip it up. If you want to be pointing down, we'll tip it back, which is pretty cool to have. This is a good little bit of a tip back, just like an airbrush. See it? Here you go. It's comfortable. It's Iwata, so it's Japanese high quality here. So yeah, there it is. All set up, ready to go. We got a hook, I guess. I put it over my traditional airbrush holder, and it worked pretty good. All right, so for this test, we know it primes good, so I'm not even going to bother putting the primer. We're going to do a color, and we'll put a clear. And I'll show you the primer now. Look how smooth. I covered this thing in about a minute and a half. So look at that. This is an old Mercedes kit. I got a bunch of these, so I got these for testing. I got them cheap, so I could test the bodies for paint. And with this, what we're going to do is... that was... hold on, guys. You guys want to see what I used for it? Hold on. Right there. That's Mr. Finishing Surface of 1500. That's why it's so... It's really, really smooth. It's like glass smooth. And the 1500 is a fine primer. Let's get this cap out of here. So what I'm going to do is, I figured I got so many of these car colors. I got a stack of these cans if you're wondering what these are. I get these at the auto shop. I get them pretty cheap. This was $10. This is straight red. And there's a sample. They put it on here. Now this requires clear coat. These are car colors. They require a clear coat. So that's why I'm showing this. We're going to put this down, and I'm going to put 2K over it using this gun on that kit. That's what we're doing. This is silver blue. I wrote that myself because it's all coded numbers. It says $25, but you know I didn't pay that. This was in the bargain shelf. That's where I get this stuff. I don't choose the colors. I picked a couple Porsche colors. They mixed for me. But these, I'll randomly go in. These are leftovers that people didn't pick up. And they make it to the clearance rack. And this is, what is this? This is Honda. See it? Birkin Silver Metallic. See it? So I says, oh, I can always use silver even as a base if I'm doing candy colors. So I grabbed that too. I have a bunch of colors, but this one's half full. So I went ahead and I said, you know what, we'll do that. And it looks good for the Mercedes. Look at that. Now that's not thinned. We're going to thin this. I'm going to cut it in half. They gave me their own thinner. Use whatever thinner matches the paint. However, I've done 2 cars with their cans, and I've used Mr. Leveling Thinner. Hold on. Or Mr. Thinner, and it works fine. These are urethane solvent paints. And most paints now for cars are urethane. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to load up the gun, seeing that this is already laid out. And just to give you guys a sneak peek here, this is a Gaia color from Virtual On. And I practiced earlier on this piece, and look at this. Now this is what we're looking for. This is just white cardboard. See it? This is where I was practicing. This is all marked up. This is what it came out. Ready? That's the end result. Look at that. And then getting the nozzle adjusted how I want it, I just grabbed a bunch of spoons and kept going, and I got it down. So early sneak peek as to where we are headed here. This is a red model of an old Corvette. I just grabbed it. I didn't even prime it. I just wanted to use it so I could practice getting the nozzle right. And look at that. And there's no clear coat on this yet. Awesome. Already I'm telling you guys it's awesome. If you don't even want to wait, because these are going to sell out. The link is below. $153, which is at this point cheaper than a regular Iwata Eclipse airbrush. So let me thin this out. I'll head to the booth. I'll show you how I got this hooked up. And I used this hose. Hold on. All right. This hose is fantastic. This is an Iwata hose. I'll put the link for this too. I only grabbed this because I didn't want to use a bunch of fittings. I wanted to go directly into the compressor without using a bunch of fittings. So I knew Iwata made this that fits directly into it. And it seals really nice. And the other end is the small end. I'll show you right here. It's this size. See the smaller size, the 1/8. So that is at the other end, which I got tied right into the no-name 2D air compressor. I'll load that on there now. All right, so off camera, I'll turn on the compressor, let it build up so we don't have to hear all that noise. And even though it's not that loud, you know. But yeah, I'll let the air pressure build up, and then we'll head over to the booth, and we will lay this down. Let me prep this paint, and I'll show you how awesome this baby spray gun is. All right, guys, here we are at the booth. I put some acetone in there, see it? Just so we can Show you what's going on. Now I'm going to try and leave this where it is because I know just where I like it. This is the sweet spot. It kind of makes a noise. I'll show you what I mean. It's loud. Hear it? Now, you can crank this up if you're repairing a car, if you're painting a car or something huge. There's no, you know, of course you can go that high. You're going to push a lot of paint, so you got to be prepared for that. That's why the cup is big. But you adjust it till you get to, it's a quieter. Can you hear it now? It's whisper quiet when I get it to the point that that I like it at, and that's how you adjust it. You adjust it according, and then what you do is you sock in this black ring here, lock it in, and yeah, you go by the sound, and you could tell the compressor is not kicking in on the little compressor below. It's at 30 psi right now. I will actually show you. Hold on. 30 psi right on the nose. And go figure, man, it's not coming on yet. I mean, it's going to, but the fact that it works with the airbrush compressor and it's an actual spray gun really is phenomenal. So you're going to clean it the same way you would your back flush, like that, and pop it out there. But it cleans fantastic. I ran some thinner through it. I ran some acetone through it after the end, little back flush. This is the needle. It pulls right out. It's a short needle like this. And it was clean. It was all clean. I pulled the nozzle. It's just, it cleans itself so well. So there we are. We flushed it out. There we go. All right. Let me go grab the paint. Let me pause this camera. I'll load it up. And we'll show you this baby at work. All right, we are loaded up. Can you see it? Let's go ahead and try it on the primer that's on this spoon first. And you're going to get a longer distance with this, believe it or not, because you saw how powerful it is. You can get in close, but it's a little too much air pressure. That's it. We're done. And what's going to happen here is it's going to dry a bit dull because this is auto color, and I'll show you a spoon I did earlier. See, it flattens out, and then we're going to put the clear coat over it. But let's go ahead, now that we got it adjusted. Let me grab the Mercedes. Let's go to town. Now we're going to, if you pull it in very little, you're going to get just air, just like an airbrush. Let's get any dust off it. All right, we're good to go. Here we go. Oh, there goes the compressor. It's coming on, but look at it. It's already covering nice. If you build car kits, or you build a lot of models, and you paint all of them, this might be the way to go. I'm going to hit it with just 2 coats. I'm going to hit this right now quick. See, plenty of paint still if you're going to feather this thing. Yeah, it's coming out good. It's hard to grab this little handle. I should make my own handle for these things. Oh, back here I missed. You see it? I'm trying to get it so it's a good angle for you guys. All right. Beautiful. Let's go in. I'm actually going to do the final coat here with this 2 coats. Go a little slower on the final coat like I do with my airbrushing. It might look rough, it might look shiny, it's all gonna dry just like I showed you on that spoon. And then the 2K will do the rest of the work. Let's do. That's why I got my glove on. Still doing good on paint. These auto paints are really forgiving too when they dry flat. flat paints are very forgiving. They dry very level, very even. All right, I think we are all set. Look at that. Some paint left over, and there's half in the cup. I didn't have to mix as much as I originally thought. So let's go put this in the dehydrator. All right, we'll let that dry up. Look at that color. And then let me clean this out, and we'll go on to the 2K. All right, guys, just before we go ahead and do that, I want to show you that you just unhook. I spray some acetone through it, right? Clean out the cup, rubs right off with a acetone, splashing around there, dry it off. But I do like to take out the cup so I can get in there and get the rest of it. And also, you take this out. I'll show you taking out the needle now. Now, what I do is I marked it where I like the length, because this is the stopper, just like any airbrush. And what I did was I took my Sharpie and I marked the line where it meets right there. See the line? So now when I put it back, I know just where I like it, because once you get this thing down where you like it, you want to keep it right there, particularly if you're doing a lot of the same kits. Now it's just got a spring in the back. Right? And that's it. There's the needle. So you're going to take that with the acetone, clean it off, but look at it. I mean, look how clean that needle was when I took it out. I mean, there's nothing on it. I'm just going through the motions. It really cleans itself well. And this is the teardown I would do each night. And take your dropper. Go ahead and just pour some in here. And just blast it out. There you go. We're ready to go. It's back flushing it out. I like to dry it. Acetone dries really fast. And that's why I like to use it to clean my guns between colors, because it gets everything dried and ready for the next bit of work. So what we're going to do is just put this back in. It self-levels itself in here. Yeah, right in. Put the spring. Now because I put that mark on there from the Sharpie, I know just where it was when I did the paint color, the car color. There it is. All right, let me go mix up some 2K clear, and I'll go check on the Mercedes. It's drying in the dehydrator, so that should be ready. And we'll put some 2K on that kit, and then we'll wrap this up. All right, guys, I am back. The car is dry. Look at how beautiful and even this thing sprayed. Look at that. All right, I mixed my 2K with the activator right here. So let's go ahead and pre-test it on that spoon. Look at that. All right, here we go. Look at that. All right, we are ready to go. Let's do it. I should have did this in the waterfall spray booth. I should have did this. All right, make sure nothing's on it. Let's go ahead and hit it with some air. Here we go. Believe it or not, I put this 2K on in one coat. That's just me. You guys can do it your way with several coats, but this brand seems to really go on nice in one shot. It dries nice and even. I'm trying to get an angle so I can see it. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. See that shine? I gotta tell you, I gotta get a better handle for holding these things. Let's see how we're doing. No, we're doing good. All right, let's spin it around. Oh, I did it. I can't believe it. Awesome. Sorry if the cup's blocking you guys. It's just how it is. Oh man, it looks really good. Yeah, it looks great right there. We'll let it stop. I just did a whole car. Probably what? Between drying time, 20 minutes total. It just cleared this thing in about a minute and a half. Look how much I got left. Too bad I did that much because you can't reuse it. But you do have to clean your gun out right away with 2K. You got to flush it quick with acetone. Get it cleaned out. Pull the needle. With 2K, it's important. It's a really thick substance that will gum up your works. But let me go get this thing in the dehydrator, let it dry up. I'll meet you back at the bench. We'll go over the results. All right, guys, here we are at the bench. A little odd for me. I'm used to showing about 600 different colors. But this was just the, the technique of using this particular baby spray gun. A couple of things I should have showed on camera. I got a little sloppy here. I used this strainer. After I mixed the blue, thinned it, then I put it in that cup. And then strained it through here. Then I have a big can over here with solvent in it, and I dip this stuff in and clean it off and let it dry. This is a nice strainer. It looks to when I saw it, I said that's not fine enough, but it is. It's a doubled up strain. It's really, the paint drips through it slowly and gets the job done. It fits in any airbrush. It fits over that cup if I want to pour it directly into that. So yeah, I'll put a link below for the strainer. I got it recently. It's I think it's $8. Worth every penny. Good to have on your bench. Let me put this aside. And okay, I did the primer off screen. It was just primer going down. But this is the primer that I used. All right. Oh, one more thing. This is the respirator that I use. Hold on. There we go. The Rhino. I'll put a link below for this. Again, this is under $30. It's got replaceable filters here on each side. It leaves the space open. I wear magnifying glasses, like reading glasses, when I'm working on the bench. So this is good. It allows for your glasses because it just fits in your nose right there and really gets the job done. It's easy to work with. You don't have to worry about fogging up. It's got a comfortable strap that goes around your head. You don't have to worry about fogging your glasses. Really good piece of equipment to have. Again, fairly inexpensive for the job it does, particularly with these auto paints. They're a little more stinkier, particularly the 2K is a heavy paint, and you want to use this when applying that. Let me get that out of the way, and we'll look at the results. And, well, you can see the result earlier, but look at that. I'm looking for good spots where I can show it off. It looks like a real, I mean, it looks like a real car because it's a real car color, you know. So, yeah, it's just awesome. Shaky hands over here. Why are my hands shaking? I think when I lean on something, my hands end up shaking. There we go. Isn't that fantastic? All from that spray gun. You get the same result with a good airbrush. It's going to take you a lot longer, a lot more coats. You've seen, I did it in real time, guys. I did it in real time. This whole thing, start to finish, was 15 minutes, I think, in actual real time. And putting the clear coat on it, I did this in real time. I didn't wait hours for the base coat to dry. I put it in my dehydrator for like 5 minutes, and it was ready to go. So yeah, look at that. Highly recommended. If you build cars, I have a ton of car kits, if you guys seen my stash. And I'm going to do a lot in the spring and summer. As the channel gets more popular, I'm going to have more time to actually do builds and devote more time to the channel instead of working another job, which I do during the day. Let me get this out of the way. Put this, I'm going to block Hawks back there, my favorite character. Yeah, this is it. I'm going to put a link below. Grab them while you can. I don't know how long these are going to be at $153. Let me tell you guys, this is an incredible price for this brush, for this air gun. An incredible price. I thought it was the wrong airbrush till I did some research. It is the one I've been looking for, and I looked on eBay and everywhere else. It comes up as $350, $380, $420, the same gun. So jump on it. Matter of fact, jump on it from the link I'm going to put below and sell it to somebody else for $200 or $300 and make money on it. That's how good the price is on this brush. It cleans easy. It operates easy. It's got the traditional stopper in the back. You know, I don't want to go so much because, you know, we're dealing with smaller pieces here, not a car. So I got it stopped at not even quite halfway, just below halfway. You could pull this all the way in and really pretty much paint a fender on a real car. And I showed you earlier, if you were watching at the booth, I just mark it here where I wanted this to go, so it stops right there every time, so I get that perfect distance. Once you get it pegged in, it's hard to explain, but it's a sound thing. You can hear almost a whistling. Then it goes to a whisper sound, because you heard it wasn't making any noise when I was spraying it. And when you get to there, that's the sweet spot. For me, it is. And then you pull this forward and you meet each other and lock it in. It's that easy. And to take it apart is just this screw coming out. You saw it at the booth. And then you can take the side cup off. And I put the Q-tip in and out. Back flush a couple times with some acetone. It's clean. It's ready to go. One of the best pieces in my arsenal here. And I only just started using it. When I first tested it with the orange on this piece of paper, I knew I had to show you guys. 2 reasons. I want to show you how great this thing is and the price. I had to show it before this price is gone. And believe me, if you're interested in painting cars and in this brush, I would grab it now, because personally, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be at that price for a while. I don't want to push you guys. I've never seen it at that price before. And I'm glad I grabbed it. Look at that. You know? Anyway, guys, that's the video. We are done. An awesome piece of equipment. Personally, I build a lot of cars. It's a must-own. And it works with the regular air compressor, the TimberTech that I just reviewed, or the Tootie. I'll put a link to those below too. And that's an $80 compressor. You can get in at just over $200 with the compressor and this gun. All right, you do need that hose or an adapter. I'll put the hose below too. That's a great hose. And yeah, that's it. I got a bunch of stuff coming up, guys. Behind here, I'm going to test the Born Chrome. And it's a process. It's a base. It's a shadow primer that goes on top. And then it's the chrome on top of that. And supposedly, it looks awesome. So that is coming up soon too. And I'm going to do a walkthrough on airbrushing your first time. I get a lot of requests as the channel's gotten more popular. So I'm going to go through all the little pieces of equipment I think you should own. Nothing special. I'm going to go, you know, paint stirrers, Q-tips that I use, these little pipettes. I've done it a few times, but I'm going to do it all in one video, start to finish. The little things I think you should have, and then I'll show you how to mix the paint and paint your first thing. I think that video is going to come up soon too. I get a lot of requests for that. And I got another paint line coming up we're going to go over. And I'm working on some panel liners, colored panel liners, silver and blue. See it? And they're not neons. You don't need a light for those. They're just going to be colored. And they're going to be acrylic. So you can put it over any paint you could do. And so you don't have to worry about what it's going on top of. Anyway, guys, that is the video. Please like the video. It's important. It helps the channel a lot. And ultimately, I need you guys to subscribe. We got to get the subscriptions up. And the closer we get to that magic 100,000, then I could probably devote even more time to the channel. And as it is, I'm doing about 2 videos a week. And that takes a lot. Just so you guys know, it does take a lot. And anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. God bless everybody. Have a great rest of your week. I'm still getting dental surgery. I go once a week. They're doing a little bit at a time. So hopefully that gets done. I can pronounce these words a little better and look more presentable. Maybe I'll even show my face once this is done. We'll see. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of the week. I hope to see you over the weekend with another video. Have a great day.